my God, I just got hired to Swift! Alright, in today's video, we finished rebuilding this big, beautiful beast right there. It's been a long road, and we're coming to the end of the rebuild process. I mean, we have taken things from all over the country and put this truck together. Let's get down to the final steps and get it done. Alright, come with me. Alright, so we got the biggest and the most important step about this truck. And you know what that is? We got to put our mirror on. Now, I found the rest of the parts of this mirror. I just got to figure out how I'm going to make it stick to the side of the truck. That should be fun. But, you know, I guess really, who needs mirrors? Do you really need to see behind you? Now, we got a box full of goodies. And basically, we got some new airbags to put on right over here on the back of the sleeper. We got to put the airbags, the shocks back on it, put the track bar, everything that controls the whole air ride of the back of the sleeper still has to be hooked up. All of these wires need to be removed. This was for this sleeper come from Greg A, and his truck had an APU on it, which is an auxiliary power unit. All of these wires and everything went to it. Now that we don't have one, we don't need any of them wires anymore, so we ain't gonna worry about any of that. And we need to hook this ground up while we're back here. After that, we have to take and come around to the driver's side. And if you notice when we pulled it up, the driver's side mirror is slightly missing. But that's okay. I actually got all the parts now to put the driver's side mirror on the truck. That way we can see out of both sides. Because you know, you definitely don't want to take a wide turn and rip off the front of a Honda Prius. It would be funny, but the insurance company probably wouldn't like it too much. So we need to throw the mirror on there. Also, what else do we have? We have some LED headlights to put in the truck. We're going to stick with these buckets and everything, but I do have some LED bulbs to throw in each side of this. And also, I don't remember if it's the dims or the brights that don't work. We need to figure out exactly what's wrong there. Should be pretty easy, should be pretty simple. It might just be that these, maybe the brights are burned out or something. I don't know. Maybe that or the wiring going to them is messed up. And first things first, let's go ahead and jack up the cab and see how hard it's going to be to put all that air suspension back underneath the sleeper. Shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll give it a shot. And then we got Connor over here. He's surfing on top of a gooseneck plate. Hang loose, bruh! Hang loose! Look at this cab, though. This thing's so nice. And these lights actually work when there's a switch inside the cab. I didn't know they actually work, but they do. They must be hooked in somewhere. You look like you look so excited. Waylon, do you know where the BFC is? The big freaking crowbar? All right, Waylon, you want to grab Bumblebee and swing it over here?
Why do you want to use Bumblebee?
Because Bumblebee's a good jack, and we love Bumblebee. Ooh, look at that, I got wood. What?
Got the brand new AC Delco.
We're so excited about the simple thing. Yes, but we are Harvard specialists, and we love our Bumblebee jack. That side's got to go underneath the truck.
I know.
Push! Come on, Wayne, give it a good push. All right, hold up. Let me slide down here the professional and lifting apparatus that we have, otherwise known as a block. Okay, you got to go to the left more. Voila! Look at that! Almost. I think the first thing that would be the easiest to put in is that bar that goes across that keeps the cab from moving side to side. It's in the sleeper. Let's select the tallest person here to grab it.
Where is it at?
Just open that door. It's right inside the sleeper right there. God dang it, Peterbilt. Why don't you cooperate with me? I retrieved it! I have got it! I have got it! Okay, there you go. All right, here, I'll hold this side up.
Thank you. Put a bolt in this side.
Huh?
Where's the bolts for it?
Oh, do we need bolts?
Like, kinda.
Well, hold on. Let me go find bolts. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and throw this track bar on. I'm going to put you on super speed mode. That way we don't waste a lot of time. This is going to take a little bit. I'll be back with you in a moment. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. So it got dark on us last night, but we are back out here working on the Peterbilt. Look at this. We got some tools. We got all kinds of tools, actually. It took a little longer than expected, but I finally done it. We've got an airbag on both sides of the truck, and if you reach underneath here, it's out of air. But the cab does air up on its own. This bag works, and that bag over there is actually the old bag, and I have a new one here. But that one there's not leaking, so I'm just going to throw this one in the box on the sleeper, and if it ever needs an extra one, then we'll throw this one on it. Until then, ain't no sense in fixing what's not broke. Let's go ahead and throw these shocks on it, and we need to actually put the right bolts through this track bar because it's just a couple bolts I had that was the right size. Further ado, let's get after it. Please. This actually, come on, set up on the shelf. Yes, this is a perfect place to work on your Peterbilt, right on the back of the Peterbilt. This is actually the box of parts we got from the Peterbilt dealership when we was up there. God, guys, I think I need a haircut. It's getting a little long. I wear a hat every day, so I don't realize how long it gets until I forget my hat at home. I know there's a shock in here somewhere. Ha-ha! There they are. I found them. Maybe. Hold on, I might need more than just one. Well, no, maybe I got it. Nope, yeah, I got it. Right there. There is the shock that goes on the sleeper. Now, what this does is... this sleeper obviously rides on air, on that airbag and on this airbag, and when these airbags are aired up, this sleeper will bounce a bunch going down the road. Well, this shock sits in, that's upside down, here like that, then it goes down and hooks up down there. The sleeper from bouncing a whole lot just kind of gives it a little bit of a shock absorber. It's exactly like it would be on your car. Just think of a shock on your car, and that's exactly. We're gonna go ahead and grab some bolts, throw these shocks in here, and then this part of the truck should be done. All right, let's get after it. All right, guys, we got the truck fired up. We got air in the tanks, and look at this. The back of the sleeper is riding on its own air now. Both the airbags are aired up. The shocks are on. That airbag over there is aired up as well. And look, if we pull on them, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the cab does go up and down. She's gonna ride like a cloud now. All right, now that that's taken care of, we need to put the mirror on it, and what else? I don't know. We'll figure it out after the mirror. All right, let's go ahead and throw the mirror on it. Let me shut it off first. Well, guys, after about 300 years, we finally got the mirror installed on the Peterbilt. And you know what? It's so strange seeing it sit right here, because this is exactly where I parked it the first night I brought it home. Which, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it has been. But it was a little bit different then. It had a slight dent in the hood, and a big dent in the fender, a big hole in the sleeper. Yeah, it was not very good. But now, I can almost officially say it is finished. It's done.
What about the bumper?
Okay, it needs a bumper. I thought I was gonna get a bumper replacement, but you know, okay, yeah, we need to put a bumper on it. So.
What about the windshield?
Yeah, it needs a windshield too. Actually, it needs 2 windshields. Okay, that part's not done either.
What about the interior?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we're getting a custom interior for. Okay, guys, no project is truly ever finished. Let's just, besides for the bumper and the windshield and stuff, it is done. It's completely finished. We are going to get a different bumper for it, and we'll probably put some headlights in it. And yes, there is a custom interior coming for this truck, so whenever that gets here, we are going to install that. But the rebuild process of it is done. It's 100% together and drivable. We could get in this truck right now and take it down the highway.
It was drivable the day we bought it.
That is true. The day we bought it, it was drivable. Well, I don't know. If we'd asked any DOT officers, I'm sure they would have probably said that it wasn't drivable. But, to be fair, Mr. DOT officer, if you're watching, we did not break any laws. The only problem was my mirror was slightly adjusted down where you couldn't quite see much out of it. But besides for that, it was all good. And there was a hole in the sleeper. But I've never seen a law saying that you can't have a hole in your sleeper. We're good at that part. Yeah, you know what that's for? That's for if you want to blow. Here, let me see it. Yeah. Just take and point it at you. Oh. Do you feel blown?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I feel small.
Hey, you know there's 2 kinds of truck drivers? There is. There's, oh my God, I just got hired to Swift! And then there's, boy, I was driving a truck today, you was born 35 years ago. I know anything there is to know about a Peterbilt. Got about 35 trucker hats at the back end and at least 2 dead. Look at all the wood. Look at the wood, guys. All right. We are officially in here. We are ready to rock and roll. Look at the wood. Look at the wood. Oh my God, it's got so much wood. I bet you got wood. Look at all the wood. All right. Oh yeah, we need to get an emblem to go right there. But that's okay. I'll just put my hand over it. And push that in. It used to say tractor, but it's gone. Oh. Are you hunting over there? Quack, quack? Wait, which one of these is reverse? I think over here. Go ahead and rip the front of that off. Oh, there's a tree. Turn. Turn. Miss the tree. All right, we got the tree miss. So what do you think of the Peterbilt so far?
Still needs a new windshield.
You're right, it still does. And another one. And another one. We'll be back in about 3,000 years when all these people pass. I just want to drive my Peter! Alright, is there anybody coming now? Hey, you ready to feel the power?
Yeah.
Alright guys, I got you picked up off the floor. That was a little rough. Okay, we won't unleash that many of the Cummins donkey powers this time. Oh, I love that noise so much! Oh my god! This makes you feel like you got a Peter that's 25 feet long when you're driving this. I guess I do. This truck is probably 25 foot long. I got a 25 foot Peter. Do you know all these videos are probably just Peter jokes?
Flew out.
What's that?
The camera.
It actually landed underneath the brake pedal. I was a little worried for a moment. I'm like, oh no, guys, you're getting ready to see a brake in action. Because I was pushing down the I was pushing on the brake, and I couldn't push on it because the camera was under it. So I leaned the steering wheel up and reached down, and I'm grabbing the camera, and Dom's sitting over there like, you know, this hasn't even been the wildest thing that's ever happened when I'm riding with Westen.
That part is he ain't joking either.
That was mild compared to most of it. So a question I've seen a lot is, you might be wondering, what are we going to do with this big, beautiful Peterbilt? And let me tell you, I've got big things planned for this Peterbilt, and I've got big things planned for this channel, so we need the Peterbilt, obviously. Now, while it is a very good lawn ornament, we do have plans for it, and for them, you're just gonna have to stick around and see what we do with it. I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know, you know, maybe it'll turn out good. And don't worry, we didn't just keep it around so Dom could haul all of his girlfriends around. But that is an extra plus. You can borrow it sometime if Tanya needs a ride. He's calling to set up the date now. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Follow us over at Westen GW on Instagram. And I'm going to go admire my Peter. Wait, that didn't sound right, did it? I'm going to admire my Peterbilt. No, my Peterbilt. Built, not belt. Peterbilt. Okay, bye.